Boxiao Public Welfare Hot Discuss fans of Xiao Zhan donated school uniforms to poor children. Because the school uniforms were printed with the word like, which has the same Chinese pronunciation as the word Zhan, they were suspected of taking the opportunity to publicize and were eventually forced to take it back. People who did charity were blamed, and the hopes of the poor and kind-hearted children have also vanished, and there is no new school uniform to wear. In addition, his fans donated 87,000 yuan to build a road for the village. But he was accused of using public welfare to wash his reputation. Later, fortunately, the village committee of the place responded immediately so that the road could be completed. These must make the fans who support Xiao Zhan heartbroken. And the heartache is not just for Xiao Zhan and the poor people, it is also heartache why people can't treat these charities objectively. Public welfare is an expression of the great love that promotes the spirit of the selfless dedication of human beings, but in the eyes of some people, it has ulterior motives. There is nothing wrong with liking or disliking one person, but because of personal interests or dislikes, people deny everything without mercy or reason. Even those who disagree are all rejected. If there are any different voices, the person will be bullied. Recently, the Boxiao Love Alliance, in the name of two actors CP, initiated a fundraising activity to aid the construction of Hope Primary School. There were many doubts about the handling of donations, which were questioned by netizens and relevant donors. They found that the follow-up announcement of the donation was a bit ambiguous, and the page was not updated after April. So they asked the relevant organization. They only discuss matters by facts and finds answers with questions, instead of looking for questions with answers. But they were accused of being snipe public welfare. According to what the relevant parties later said, the delay was due to the epidemic, and the page was hurriedly updated afterward. Regarding the hot discussion on the internet about the Boxiao Hope Primary School charity project, supporters of Xiao Zhan overseas may not know the ins and outs of the matter. 1. The total amount of donations differs. The event started on August 27, 2019. It was initiated by the China Youth Development Foundation. The Boxiao Love Alliance participated in the online crowd-funding project to assist poor children in the construction of Hope Primary School, as of June 28, 2020. Sina Weibo Micro Public Welfare. The project name is Boxiao Love Alliance to build Hope Primary School. Platform raised 12,799,255 yen. And it raised 1,295,494 yen on the 10th. Charity project name: Boxiao Love and Love Together Build Hope. Platform: the two platforms raised a total of 14,094,750 yen in donations. However, the final figure of donations that were announced was only 11,310,000 yen, that is, 2,770,000 yen was underreported, and the destination of this close to 3 million is unknown. I have examined the details of the relevant project. 3. The column of funding criteria and use of donations. 10% of the donation is used for project implementation costs and management expenses. If it is estimated that this is 2,770,000 yen or that additional 10%, but the calculation does not match the actual amount. Moreover, regardless of whether the funds raised are used for project funds or additional administrative expenses, the details must be reported together, and there must be no omissions. After being questioned, this amount was quickly corrected back to the correct donation figure. 2. There is a problem with the project process. The Boxiao Love Alliance issued a solemn statement at 18:01 on November 9 in the Boxiao Charity Super Talk on Weibo. The second column reads, according to relevant regulations, Hope the primary school subsidy funds will be reimbursed. The China Youth Foundation is receiving the Hope Primary School funded project completion report, including the project completion inspection and acceptance record form, and audit report, submitted by the county-level People's Government through the Provincial Youth Foundation will submit full one-time payment to the Provincial Youth Foundation. The amount allocated for funding. Hope Primary School must display the Hope Primary School card and set up a monument of love. After completion, the Hope Primary School will be managed by the local education department. All procedures are legal and reasonable and have been progressing steadily. After reading the above words, I felt a little confused. According to the above statement, the relevant charity projects must be fully paid in advance and reimbursed. But the amount of money to build a school is huge, and the relevant being-aided poor groups will definitely find it difficult to raise funds for it. This is like poor people who are hungry and a kind-hearted person comes to help. But they were asked to buy bread by themselves first before they can get relief. And in the end, the hungry people may have to steal or rob it. Not to mention that this is a huge amount of 50,000 yen to 600,000 yen. I think this is a bit similar to, people don't have corn to satisfy their hunger, why not eat meat? If you think about it, it's more like a venture capital company. It is reported that there is a monument of love for the Hope Primary School established by the aided primary school earlier than the start of the project. As you can see in the picture, the required amount and completion date are already engraved on it. How can the construction unit know in advance the exact amount required for the project and when will the project be completed? The Love Monument and license plate have been hung up before the project is accepted. Who approved the amount written on this? Who made the monument? Does the construction project need to be fully paid in advance? Apply for funding after completion. Who is responsible for the payment? What they said was legal and reasonable. But a series of puzzles made me unable to understand at all. It stands to reason that the purpose of these elementary schools' donation to the new charity project is to choose areas that are poor and need help. And there are some beneficiary schools in the list of beneficiaries whose school buildings are in good condition, and some just need some repair works, but with the hope that everyone can understand. The situation in elementary schools is different. It is learned that a school has completed the bidding in 2018, the 16th Hope Primary School, but it is also included in the list of beneficiaries. The first Hope Primary School, integration of kindergarten and elementary school, started construction in March 2018 before the fundraising and has invested a total of 14 million yen, which is very close to the total fundraising. However, they received an additional 500,000 yen in donations. And the donation of 500,000 yen is only a small amount relative to 14 million yen. Is there a need for this grant? Is it strange? Moreover, before the planning of the charity project, the new school, the 6th Hope Primary School, which was completed in December 2017, was also included in the beneficiary list of the donation. 3. The credit of the fund involved regarding a series of questions. Boxiao Love Alliance published Boxiao Love Alliance Clarification and Refutation on Weibo at 20:01 on June 25 this year. 1. There are many charity organizations cooperated by Boxiao Love Alliance, not only Chungmei Charity Foundation. 2. Chungmei Charity Foundation has no affiliation with Lehua Entertainment. It has been reported that the recipient of the donation, the China Youth Development Foundation, has core members arrested earlier on suspicion of taking bribes, while the remaining 10 members are related to corporate units, and 3 of them have been pointed out that have business with the actor Mr. Wang under Lehua relationship. Some people have heard that Chungmei Charity Foundation has an unspeakable relationship with Lehua. Chengmei Charity Foundation was the source of direct inflow of funds related to Bo Junyi Xiao's 1.5 million charity fund, charity school projects, flood charity assistance, etc. And Bo Zhen Xiao is a Weibo established by Lei Hua. CP fans. All data resources, including public welfare, have always been credited to Wang only. As the incident continued to ferment, some strange voices appeared on the internet, saying, this incident has something to do with Xiao, and further investigation will harm him. However, both the official and the marketing accounts clearly stated that the bizarre charity night last year, Xiao Zhan is grateful to the fans for their donations, but only claimed 600,000 donated by his fans, indicating that Boxiao Charity has nothing to do with Xiao Zhan. But now that the Boxiao Charity claimed by Wang has a problem, the CP fans of the two are again accused of being Xiao's only fans. It is obvious that someone is trying to throw the pot on Xiao Zhan.